Hi everyone, it's Claire Marie B. Welcome to my March Plan with me. I feel like spring has nearly sprung and I really wanted to do flowers this month. I love daffodils. I love it when it's March and the bright yellow colours just seem to cheer everything up after winter. We've had a lot of snow in February, so things have been really gloomy and quite miserable in the garden, so I'm so happy to see the bright yellow flowers coming out. So this month it's all featured around daffodils and using that lovely sunshine yellow colour to stand out in the bullet journal too. I've started by drawing out some daffodils randomly across the page in pencil, as I always do because I go wrong if I go straight to pen, and then using my Pigma Micron, and that's a size 2 I believe. Then I've gone over those with the outline to start with, and then drawn some extra little leaf shapes, some circles and dots just to fill in some of the blank space too. I've gone for a simple typewriter style font this month. I wanted something quite traditional and plain so that the flowers would stand out more. So I'm just doing the initial outlines of March and then I'm going to colour that in black. To add a little depth, I'm putting some darker green at the bottom of the leaves and also adding a little bit of orange to the flowers. I really like using craft paper and saw an opportunity to do that on this month's spread as well. So I've decided to do kind of a reverse daffodil, or a negative of a daffodil, and pop that onto the craft paper in white using the gelish pens, and use that craft paper then for my quote page. For my quote or inspirational words page, this month I've gone with a Russian saying, which is a kind word is like a spring day, and I thought that was perfect for March. I decided to add even more yellow this month with some yellow polka dot paper that I had to spare in the house. You can use any type of paper that you have lying around, packaging and things like that, and I look out for that all of the time. The yellow polka dot paper is actually from a company called Who Gives a Crap. If you haven't heard of them, please do look them up. They are a brilliant company that recycle and give something back to the community, and it is toilet paper. So every roll of toilet paper is individually wrapped in paper too, and the yellow paper is actually from some of that packaging, which is fantastic and looks really bright, and I wanted to cut bits of that up and try and incorporate that. My monthly calendar spread is quite simple at this month. I've brought the craft paper through from the front page onto the second page, and to make it a little bit different with the grid, and then just copying over the font, and finally I'll colour that in and add some extra little flourishes just using the 4 colours that I used on the front page, which is a yellow green, a darker green and an orange. I've really enjoyed doing different mood trackers and trying to lay this page out differently. When I first started bullet journaling, I had all the trackers on one page and then the mood on the second page, and I may go back to doing that at some point, but I keep trying to come up with different ways of spreading everything across a double page. So this month I wanted to do petals for the mood tracker and have it as if they were kind of coming off of the daffodils or floating around, just blowing in the breeze. So I've started by drawing some daffodils on the right hand side in the bottom corner, and we'll colour those in the same colour scheme, and then individual petals all across the front. And finally, my daily trackers are around the outside. I wanted to experiment this month doing some different headers and titles on my pages, so I decided to do some coloured areas and write over the top of those. So for this page I'm going with the nice solid green. In December, I started to put a little more focus on my steps and track those daily on a one-page spread of their own. I wanted to keep doing that. It sort of worked over Christmas, but I did, as I'm sure most people did, put on a little bit of weight, and I'm still trying to get rid of that last couple of pounds. So I'm focusing on my steps again for the month of March. In December, I saw some inspiration on Instagram of a spread that someone had done of 1 word a day, and I really liked that idea. So I put it in place in January and really enjoyed it, and got to February and then thought, oh, hold on, I don't think I can stop doing this now across the whole year. So it may have inadvertently turned into a yearly thing for me to look back and see all the different words and how I was feeling. But it's a really quick and easy way to do a bit of a diary without pouring your heart out, and I really love that idea. So I'm going to pop a word every day into each one of those petals across the month. If you've seen any of my other videos or follow my account on Instagram, you'll know that I really do like a Dutch door. And in the beginning, when I started bullet journaling, I did them vertically in my weekly spreads. And last month I got a little more adventurous and did one for the monthly calendar spread, and I really liked that last month. When I've done them in weekly spreads, I find that they sometimes can then use up too much space, and I don't like to waste space. So this month, rather than doing a vertical one, I decided to do it horizontally to keep the daffodil print along the bottom, so that when you flip over the page, you still can see that daffodil print on both sides. And on the reverse of that page, I'm doing my Instagram and YouTube content planning. My final spread is my brain dump, or pond sieve as I call it. I've been doing this across 2 pages but found I haven't really been filling it up, and it's not always the goal to completely fill it, but I just think it's becoming a little bit more of a waste of space for me across 2 pages. So this month I'm going to give it a try on just a single page. And here's my final flip through. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I really can't wait to see all of your March spreads.